Hi and welcome to Games of the Week. My name is Neil. As usual, I'll be talking to you through these games we've had this week. Some fantastic games and some real boring games really, but we've got the best of the bunch. Hopefully you'll be impressed with the highlights. There's some classic goals, some classic saves, some misses and some absolute sitters. But what we'll do is we'll go through all that in a bit. As I say, thank you for tuning in, thank you for listening to the rest of the ones we've had so far, and thank you for the feedback. Hopefully we've taken it on board and improved the show week in and week out for you. As a request again this week, we've got someone wanting to have the results all up there, so we'll go through the results a bit later of all of the ones that have taken place this week. Also go through the leagues a little bit later on in the show, so if you do tune in just for the leagues, they are at the end of the show. They will not move ever, they will only be at the end of the show. I keep going on about the FA Cup or the cup that we're going to be having. It will be starting not next week, the week after, so it will be the bottom 8 from each division's pitting off against each other, and then it will go through to a standard round robin, standard knockout, where everyone will play whoever they get. The tree will be on the website, so you can see who you will get depending if you get through, and a winner takes all. You know, you'll get all of the prizes that are on offer. It will all go to you, or just kudos, as the case may be. But anyway, we will get on to the highlights in a minute. As I say, thank you for tuning in. Any more requests and anything else that you do want, please let me know. You can email me, FIFA@nuzikmedia.co.uk. You can go to the AVforums website, go on there, my name's the dude, just ping me across a message, and if all else fails and you don't like either of those options and you just want to keep it public, go to the public domain, go to the video feedback, or there's the website suggestions, and we'll see what we can add on the show for you. But anyway, let's take a look at some of those highlights so you can see how you've got on. Right, this week we're kicking off the highlights with Leeds versus Sheffield Wednesday. Fantastic Yorkshire derby from Elland Road, this one. Leeds have had a bit of an indifferent season, a bit up and down, have really looking to find some form. Sheffield Wednesday are one of those ones currently challenging for the title. A couple of slip-ups so far in this season, but will really be looking to get themselves cemented back in and make sure that they are up there with Werder Bremen and Wigan, and so forth towards the end of the season. So let's have a look at some of the highlights and see how the game got on. Sheffield Wednesday do have Madine called back now after he's served his form up Stanley prison, and a fantastic goal there by Sheffield Wednesday across, making the game 1-0. Sheffield Wednesday continue to dominate, and we're unlucky there not to go 2-0 up in very quick succession. Johnson there with a fantastic left foot shot with a brilliant save there by the ever-present Paddy Kenny. Sheffield Wednesday there scoring the second goal of their game with Gardner from across that from a corner and a great header. It was a free ball over the top there from Leeds, and well finished there to make the game 2-1. Leeds continuing with Varney there, the ex-Sheffield Wednesday Derby County striker, having a fantastic shot, and there great save by Kirkland, who really has been on fantastic form this season. Medine there looking to add to the tally and getting taken out in the process there, but the referee didn't give it. Sheffield Wednesday did dominate the game with some 68-70% possession, and did look quite comfortable for most of the game, with Leeds really coming into it towards the end of the game and giving Sheffield Wednesday a little bit of a scare at the end. Sheffield Wednesday will be pleased to win that game, given the points that they deserved, and really crack on and see how they can get on with Leeds. Hopefully though, their season will continue to pick up a bit. They'll probably be there or thereabouts, maybe 7th or 8th, and the league probably comes to the end of it. But all in all, very good game there, and Sheffield Wednesday will be pleased to have taken the spoils. Up next, we've got Botafogo versus Reading. Botafogo coming off 2 victories in the last couple of games. Reading lost their last game but did win their game before that. I know he's been practicing hard, as Pete, trying to sharpen up his pencil in order to maybe score a few goals, get a couple of passes in. But as I say, let's go and have a look at these highlights and let's see how the game got on. It should be a very, very interesting game. Up first, we've got a little shot there, and a great save there by the ever-present Reading keeper, who is possibly one of the better keepers in the game. Botafogo having a bit of a cross here, corner. Lovely header in there. Keeper didn't really have much chance there. Some awful defending. Reading on the attack, and just hitting a long ball through, and not really much happening there. Oh, and a shot there by Reading right at the end, trying to get their equaliser, pressing in that game, and that was all the highlights we had of that game. So it was a pretty drab affair there. Reading unfortunately losing out. Botafogo winning again, maintaining that winning streak that they've got going on, pushing themselves at the table, looking to be in the Premier League next year. Reading, on the other hand, down by the bottom 5 and possibly going to be looking at playing in the conference. So if things don't turn around quite quickly for them, they will find themselves in that dogfight down there. Up next, we've got Middlesbrough versus Leicester. Brilliant mid-table clash, this one, between two teams really vying for the trying to get into the Championship next season, opposed to being languishing in the First Division. So let's go and check out some of the highlights and see how Shay Govan got on this one. I've heard it's a bit of a goal fest. First here we've got a lovely bit of play there by Leicester, crossing across the face of the goal, and great finish there, 1-0. Middlesbrough, fantastic free kick from about 25 yards there. Kasper Schmeichel beat all hands up there, and a fantastic finish by Middlesbrough. Another quick goal there from Leicester, making it 2-1. Middlesbrough there, good cross in, and a fantastic shave there by Schmeichel. His dad would be proud of that one. Keeping it 2-1 still. Schmeichel making another great save there, really denying Middlesbrough the opportunity to draw level into the game. And another fantastic save by Schmeichel, pushing the ball out of play. Middlesbrough again continuing to dominate in spells of the game, with a header there just going narrowly over and hitting the post there and going in, making it 2-2. Kasper Schmeichel could only watch it. Middlesbrough then continue and taking the lead to make it 3-2, with Leicester looking so comfortable early on in the game. A lovely 30-yard shot there from Leicester, making that one 3-0. That was a joy to behold there. Really was some cracking highlights in that game, which was so topsy-turvy and really could have gone either way. One of the better ones I've seen so far. So congratulations to both teams. Unfortunately, you've only both got a point there, but don't get bonus points for entertaining us. But nevertheless, great game. Up next, we've got Reading versus Celtic. Both teams really looking for the points here. They've been a bit of a relegation dogfight, really looking to get themselves out of there, just to see who can come off with the points. They both really need to get the victory here. So let's have a look at the highlights and see how the teams got on. Up first, we've got a shot there by Reading and a great save. Really don't know how they didn't follow that up to make that one 1-0. Player 2 yards away, really should have scored. A through ball there from Celtic. Keeper gets a touch to it, and not quite enough there, and just trickling over the line. Celtic again on the attack with a great cross through, and Griffiths there to knock in the goal, making it 2-0. Celtic continue to dominate a game with again very lacklustre display from Reading. In this particular game, a little through ball there by Reading, getting themselves back into the game at 2-1. Really never looking at getting in anything else other than that in the game. A little shot there and a fantastic save. Reading continue to look for something, and really only coming out with a foul there. Never looking to trouble the keeper again. Another shot there from Reading, which was horrendously missed. Probably the best chance of the game there to make it 2-2, and the keeper did make a great save. Reading continue to attack and just knocking it over there. But as I say, Reading very much better the second half. The first half they were terrible. Celtic probably just about deserved it from the first half display by Reading, just nicking that game. Celtic will be the happier out of the two, getting the points, and hopefully looking them to get themselves out of the relegation battle that they were once in. Up next, we've got a bit of action here from League 2. We'll go through those highlights for you. A couple of games from Vasco. First up, they're coming against Club Americas, who are the bottom team in the division at the moment, desperately searching for some points. Really need to get some on the table quite quickly, otherwise they'll be facing that relegation at the end of the season. So let's go and take some highlights. Up first, we've got a shot there from Vasco, keeper making a little save from it, and following up there from the Vasco player, and another terrible shot just going wide. Next we've got Vasco having a swinging in corner there, and fantastic header knocking it past him. 1-0 to Vasco. Good save by the Vasco keeper there, keeping Club Americas out, making sure they don't get their first points of the season. Vasco having a dominating spell in defence, making sure that nothing happens there, and penalty to Club Americas. They can't even buy a goal at the moment, and they're hitting the stanchion of the goal there. Very unfortunate for them. Vasco as ever present as ever, and making the game 2-0 and putting it beyond Club Americas there. Vasco again continuing to attack relentlessly against Club Americas, who again, I can't stress enough how desperate they are for their points at the moment. They really do look like they can't buy a goal from anyone, but they did get one goal back into the game, making it 2-1. But as you can see, some calamity defending there, 3-1 to Vasco, and putting the game without a shadow of a doubt beyond them, and finishing off there with another goal, making it 4-1. Very unfortunate there for Club Americas. As I say, they are rock bottom of the league and will desperately looking to get their way out of the relegation dogfight that they're in. Maybe some points, even a draw at the moment, would be a positive step for them. Up next, we've got goals galore in this game for you. Vasco da Gama's second highlights of the week against Sampdoria. Sampdoria flying high in the league. Vasco really, though, are on their up at the moment, and probably just finding their swing at the right time. Let's have a look at some of the highlights and see how they got on. Up first, we've got a bit of play by Vasco there, putting the ball in the back of the net, making it 2-0. Sampdoria there having a shot, and Vasco keeper saving, making a double save there, keeping the ball out. Penalty here to Sampdoria, and just letting the ball home past the Vasco keeper. Save coming up from the Vasco keeper there from point blank range from Sampdoria. Really should have netted that one. Vasco still relentless in their game, really looking to put the game beyond them, and notching up another cracking goal there with a ball over the top. We'll see that one again. Ball coming over the top. Sampdoria defence left stranded, and lovely technique there on the outside of the left foot past the keeper. Vasco again continuing to, as the impressive display that they've been showing this week and their dominance in the attacking department. We're just watch that goal again. Nice little touch there by the Vasco player. Takes on the Sampdoria defender, makes him look a little bit silly, and pops the ball in the back of the net nicely with a well-timed header. Up next, we've got another shot there from Vasco, and a great save by the Sampdoria keeper. Sampdoria on the attack here, trying to get something back out of the game, and end result there, making it 5-2. Fantastic little effort there by the Sampdoria striker, turning it nicely, putting it beyond the keeper. Vasco have had a fantastic week this week, knocking in 9 goals, which is possibly one of the best weeks anyone's had in the league, and I think they will be looking to be one of the teams to beat going forward, and we'll see how they get on. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's highlights. What we'll do is go through all of the scores now from this week, starting off with League 1. So Reading 1, Celtic 2, Seattle Sounders 0, Leeds 0, Nottingham Forest 1, Torino 1, Burnley 0, Botafogo 4, Torino 1, Wigan 3, Blackburn 2, Seattle Sounders 1, Bolton 1, Nottingham Forest 1, Leeds 1, Sheffield Wednesday 2, Botafogo 1, Reading 0, Middlesbrough 3, Leicester 3. League 2, New York Red Bulls 2, Hertha Berlin 1, LA Galaxy 2, Calcio 0, Palermo 3, Club Americas 0, Anderlecht 0, Levante 1, Montpellier 1, Hellas Verona 1, Boca Juniors 1, Vasco da Gama 1, Anzi Makalaka 0, River Plate 3, FC Basel 2, Bordeaux 0, Hertha Berlin 1, Calcio 4, Vélez 2, FC Basel 1, Vasco da Gama 5, Sampdoria 2, Palermo 1, Boca Juniors 1, FSV Mainz 0, New York Red Bulls 1, FCC Mainz 0, Hertha Berlin 0, Hellas Verona 3, Palermo 0, Vasco da Gama 4, Americas 1, Bordeaux 2, Boca Juniors 2, River Plate 1, Levante 2, Sampdoria 1, New York Red Bulls 0, and Montpellier 1, and Zumagalahala 1. Right, now we'll have a look at the leagues and see if anyone's moved up and down to positions. Interesting to see where people will be now. If we look at League 1 then, what we'll see is Blackburn are top at the moment with 13 games played, shortly followed by, Wigan are top at the moment with 13 games played, shortly followed by Blackburn, Sheffield Wednesday, Notts Forest and Botafogo. They're all up there with a challenge. Botafogo, when they're 2 games in hand, they will go equal points. Blackburn likewise could leapfrog everybody and take the league. But Barnsley still got 3 games in hand, and again they will top the table if they do manage to win some of their games in hand. So it really is looking quite close up there at the moment. You see the top goal scorers in the league with Nottingham Forest at 35 goals, shortly followed by Blackburn at 33 and Wigan at 31. So they are real big goal scorers. On the other side of the spectrum, you've got Sheffield Wednesday only scoring 23 goals, and Botafogo only scoring 19 goals, who are up there. So it could come goal difference at the end of the season, and they'll really be putting themselves in trouble. Some good news this week was for Burnley, who got their first ever victory. So they're now off the foot of the table. They did unfortunately beat their rivals Watford 1-0. From all accounts, the highlights were uploaded, but there was a bit of an issue with that one being submitted. So unfortunate there for Burnley, but well done, off the mark properly now with first victory of the season. Leeds, Bolton and Reading all down there still. Reading have played quite a lot of games there, so a little bit of precocious position, but I know that if they continue playing the way they have been, they should find themselves out of relegation. Likewise, just looking above in the next section, we've got Werder Bremen and Barnsley, both really looking to move on, and I do see them doing very well this season, both teams. Alright, let's have a look at League 2. Boca Juniors, no surprise there, still top, but FC Basel have only 3 points behind and a game in hand, so if they do win 6-0, they will go top. Possibly not going to happen, but there is chances. Bordeaux as well was still up there. They've got 2 games in hand over the league leaders, so 6 points again could take them equal top. Which is always nice to see. Club America is still looking for their first goal of the season, first win in the season. Only 5 goals. They'll really be desperately looking for that. LA Galaxy equally struggling down there with only 4 points from 10 games, but I know that they're both improving vastly and will be looking to get out of there. I hope you've enjoyed this show, and I hope you've found everything useful. I'll go back again to say that the League Cup will be starting not this week's fixtures, the week after's fixtures. So all the leagues should have caught up position then, and we will be in a better place to go forward with that. Don't forget, it's the bottom 8 of each division will go ahead against each other. The losing 8 teams will be knocked out of the cup at the first round. They won't have qualified for the main round of the last 32. So any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me on the forums, via email, or anything else that you want to contact me on. That's not a problem at all. Look forward to hearing from you, and until next time, arrivederci.